Got the governor's defense and the rest of the crew. I'ma do what I'm destined to do. Yes, I'm raw like cocaine leaves. Gourmet cheese, they don't smoke Cathedral City. It's a pity that you still move like a pitney. Most of the shit these days, I'm picking with the tunes that I listen to. Not enough positive, too much negativity. You're on a pedal, I'm pedaling deep. We're not pedaling B, they're pedaling B-I-K-E-S. Jump on the beat, and the beat steady. Even man stressing our beat is GF. You man are practical jokes, you make friends, now you ain't violent. Turn your face black and blue with a hint of violet. In my mind I've been working with the titans. You man are lies, I'm like lions and tigers. Cerebral high, high in the night. Light so bright, leave a man blinded. Y'all leave a man blinded. Jump on the set, then I bring it back with him attack. Lyrically spin a man, it's mad. Nah, it's Mike's. Hashtag me on my own, not hashtag gang. It's a mad thing sad. Fuck up the beat and I ran like it's preggers. Paranoid, banning on Zeus, I'm a prangers. Your girl is a quengers. She's holding my wood in her hand, then hit the nail on their head like hammers. Man are all wrong uns. I'm on the straight and narrow like columns. Trying to get pounds, not dollars. Make the sound, not be scared to speak out. Nothing will change, there will always be a problem. Cops dodge them, I dodge them like bulls in bulldog. And whoever's my bulldog, they know that I got them if they ever need help. And it's that real. Most man speak about straps, so you're that ill. Like no one knows this gas. I'm approaching cash with open hands. I'm coaching man to expand their plans. I'm rolling with that backwards. You're just rolling back. I'm floating in ocean water. You're staying stationed in open.
Yo, it's M-I-N-K-L-E-S. I get more, no L-E-S. That's why I can't care L-E-S. Just know that your boy fair L-E-S. I do me, don't care about them. I smoke weed, don't care about them. There's only two ways that you can rate me, and that's number 1 or 10 out of 10. If you don't mention me as the best, then the crack you smoke must get to your head. You got jokes, I'm actually dead, but scratch that like a DJ on the decks, cause I'm about to move on speed in the head. Blind man wave, are you feeling me yet? Told them boys stop sleeping on me, cause just like I said, I'm deeper than them. Time to get deep, them man there ain't nothing like me. Straight from Eastside London I be. I'm from Bethnal, home of the real D's. Top shotters in my ends, gang to the beat. 1-2 step, I move with your feet. Don't chat shit, I move to your girl, the Snapchat it just to prove she's a cheat. I can get mean and infamous too, so let me just chill. Smoke on my zoo, I'm about to blow with music like flute. So if the team makes the music I mute, them boys there ain't nothing like me. Cause why would I wanna be something like you? Rather be dead, you're not to be rude. I'm a ludicrous shit like bitch, you best move. Wait a minute my G's, Pepsi Max, I'm in on my G's. So don't think you can come grill on my team. This ain't a barbecue, I'm too hard for you. So won't be son you, cause I straight father you. With the art of war just like Sun Tzu. Don't try step to me, this ain't 1-2. Man gets beat to death when I come through. I just took finesse then I'm gone. Them man ain't on the level I'm on. Arts was gift from a Liverpool Don. Explosive from a Liverpool bomb. Back on my bullshit, that's what I'm on. It's been called the Merlin back with my one. I'm about to blow like the wind when it's on. Cause I'm about to kill a man quick and I'm gone.
Back in the day, all my shit was sounding the same now. Time has passed, flows and flames, bust the beats, got me starting to throw strings. And I ain't changed, still playing the same game. Ain't changed the game, still playing the same like wow. I incorporate styles, that will of course force a great smile. Got hobos, it's for when they change round. Stacking out on the rain and grey clouds, I levitate man off the ground. Still won't set man a pound, just come to spit my shit. Chicken style like Kung Lao. Then MCs can't test this, chosen scratches. I got a tongue like Kung Pao. If they do, it's already Indian written like how. Concologist, I've been studying shells, and I've had a look around, and as far as I can tell, these men don't study so well. I put my head in a book, leveling, hotting up, barefoot running through hell, trying the deepest depths. Non-stop mic checks to confront the devil himself. To go fuck boy, don't worry, I'ma keep sending you bodies until you get used to the smell. And I've heard your stories, and there's something loose in their tell, and I can never break a promise. I seek solace, so if you want it, you can drain them as well. I make snakes start eating themselves, cause that's just more food than a scale.
I get old school, mixed with a new school, not academy, I'm an intellectual pupil. I was never in to get registered as usual, but at least they gave me time off school to go to my mum's funeral. I was confused, the situation was unusual, delusional, left me within a delusion. I started fuming and I started steaming on green. Then I turned to the MD and bugle, making it move like it was dancing in a musical. But I was in a party looking for a beautiful queen named Lizzie, but I don't want no love. The love got taken away and made me feel faint and dizzy. Flick out and Lizzie, I don't mind if you're acting silly, but don't act up and you can't get put down where you're standing. Bundle that dough, I'd rather bundle that crow and live with peace, that chicken. I live with the beast of it, and whenever I bring him out, police wanna nick him. I got her dripping, she said I look like Usher when I've been trapping in the rain and I come home dripping. But no, I'm gone home. They said I gone mad, they don't understand. End up in a can that like Toronto. But if I do, then I guess that it's meant to be. I can't say that's my destiny. I've lost so many things that I can't put in words what they meant to be. But I guess that it's meant to be. Yo, it's genocide, lyrical genocide. I've been on the pitch and I make up a score like it's genocide. Cause I'm hungry, my belly's rumbling. Look close, you can see it in my leather eyes. Why do you think think everyone's selling. I run my own business selling denims. It's all in my genes. You're not genuine, you're not a G, you're jealous. I can feel the vibe, I can sense it. Spinning when I spin on a rhythm. That's head open, lyric filling. One day I said everything had changed and it went back the same. I'm saying I ain't doing any different. But I guess that it's all in your brain. If your thoughts don't change, then I guess you won't change with them. One more look, it spells backwards. How can you be using violence to stop wars? Train another man's brain to become soldiers on the front line, that popcorn. While the rest of the world sits back and views it on their TV screens like people in a view cinema eating popcorn. I'm another wanker trying to bust, but when I'm done, if you want to find out what the bashment, don't ask popcorn, ask me. That's why I gotta do this. It's what for what? This is a new way of life. I'm not living like a lost cause, 100% certainty. I can't be not sure. If I'm not, I'll take the risk. Give it a go till I'm more sure than your armpits before sports.
Yo, TheGRC Cypher, yeah? We out here. Minkles, what we telling them? Shout out to everybody out here that's taking part in that. Yeah. I attack man fast with a flow, put a show on. I'll break an MC down on the man, no court, but I'm going on. Hand should I go on? This flow here is the tap that you roll on. If you get caught in a park in the dark, your heart will just pull out your arse. Should I go on? I'm about to rip your part into pieces and chop KFC with your feces. You and I'm beefing. Let's get bun with lettuce and cheese in. I get sauce on your body from squeezing. Body gets left in the mud, should I go on? That's how I leave you after a beating. Should have teamed up with my enemies, cause you won't do shit on your one, should I go on? You better know your place. I will go to the fish market and purchase the biggest fish I can find. Come your estate, then slap it straight in your face, should I go on? Now these boys ain't on what I'm on. That's why they don't want me to go on. Stunting here when I'm at like a show off. You're just a bootleg prick, you don't know us. You'll get your head top spun, should I go on? Bars go over your head like clothes. Why you can't tell me about flows? Now you can't tell me about nothing. I'll just bang man straight in the nose. I don't really care cause I'm for the road. Just like my phone line, I'm gonna blow. Watch how I break man down like O's. Have your team all screaming no, no, no. Should I go on? Who will murk me? I'm betting no one. I'll bet my whole life savings so on. You'll never see me lose, should I go on? If you wanna hype, feel free, then go on. Cause I'm the guy your girl want to blow on. She does it in front of your kids like a wrong un. Troubling me's like World War III and you don't want beef now, bruv, should I go on? Use your best bars on the mic now, go on. Use all three of your lifelines, go on. I've been doing grime since I was like 12 years old. I'm 28 now, should I go on? Yo.
Look, I'm like waste man, batty boy, pussy, your complex. You beating me at class is a long stretch. Especially when I got a basement full artillery. I got that long nose for your long neck. White room like the Matrix. But you wouldn't understand that concept. It's man we man face to face. So look me in the eyes and look upon death. I'm coming to the clash, I can let my debt they can only be one. I'm the chosen one, loaded gun. Burning through flesh, aim for your chest and put holes in lungs. Somebody's gonna be mourning someone, let a ting rise at the morning sun. Put us human but I'm more than scum. Transforming this morning is what I become. No, like you don't want none of it. Cause by send you won't be coming back from. So stay at home with your dank. And I'll come through on my Jack Jones. I can tell that you're spineless, or you will be once I break your backbone. My girl's pussy feels fine to me. She'll girl at me when she wants a black bone. Back to you, you little dick shit. Once the I don't know you were stinking. It's gonna stink when you raise like you can't flow with me, and your boat's gonna go down sinking. Indicating flick can never be this sick. Look, I spit like this ever since I was an infant, and I shouldn't be able to move when about grime my system. Yo, hold tight the GRC. Hold tight everybody here though, still. Couple people. Yeah. Look, it's become a blood clot game, but it's great to say I won't fuck up the space, I ain't playing. Say I won't ruin these beats, but blood clot beats ain't giving you peace, try and chuck it. It's not a thing when I fly in the wind. You're asleep from the breeze, of a guy in the streets that is ice from the east, ready to slice some laws. Knife in a piece, so I'm tired of these little blood clot cheats. Sappers are bars to go hard to this, but in my teeth, and nobody's gonna like me, you don't want it. Stop it, honestly, G, I'm a gladiator standing for the scene, I got a sword in the sheath. Ready to go fork in the beat, chat shit. You better not be talking to me, because war with me is an unfortunate scene. Fuck that, I'm a real kid, I go studio. Slap it up before I call anything, of course I'm a king. Force for the wind, poison, instead of running when it's coursing, it's skinny, not ready. Kill off the MC off the week, self-torturing him, I'm forever getting better. Never miss a letter, will hang when I watch blood pour in the sink. Take him apart in accordance, tear body parts, limb by limb, I was born for this thing. I said to eradicate flesh, move the core from his spleen, take out his brains, see what's in his mind, niggas nothing like mine, for his thoughts in the bin, I'm a Hannibal. Connecting bodies, my more D's, more corpses in, and fuck your bitch, long as I get fucked, so talks in the spit, well, I'm a freak, humble for it, I'm going all in, balls in the chin, hashtag match that, saw in the clip, once I get strummed at the chord in the string, here repeat, she have to walk with the limp, make me a sandwich and pour me a drink, young black and gifted with sickness, I'm all that and a portion of chips, raucous, I make man feel nauseous, simply because they are not on my wave, go ahead, get lit, I make a light go dim, nobody's in the form that I'm in, go ahead, you can run your lip, and I'll make sure that you talk to the fist, I move the sword from the stone. You don't wanna get caught in a swing. I will leave your chest blown, flesh showing, neck slit, head low, exposed. Just death toe, leave holes in clothes, so that's retro. Slice off your right pinky, and now try staying on your 10 toes.
I run AWAY guy with a Stanley. I pulled a handy knife for a hump man down from a family tree going hard. Can't have family bleed, you think war is a joke? War in the game, brother, come quick straight with a blade to your throat. It was last and I'm gone. Happens long, fighting's anything. What good use is a fist of a gun? Trust, brother, you will die. Cherish your life for your own good, roll for your own hood. Don't try front with a knife. Start us just doing you no good, cause I'll dissolve you and see you in the next life. I'm not going to heaven, I'm living in hell when I'm working legit, but still there's guys that think that they're real, but they ain't really real. Why I'm straight down for the kill. Pull up your shots and run. Don't wait till I drop my tool, gingerbread man. Eat you up like peanut butter and jam with my runaway gang. Run away fast before you get lit with an Alizé glass. Them bottles are hard. Chance will open your headpiece fast. Just one lit. Boop. That's all I need. And so nice stamps. I smoke too much weed. I'm needing that buzz. Breathing ain't easy. Keep this on harsh. If they get greedy, kids to get bust. Come to BG's home of real thugs. Don't go greasy cause you'll get cut. And don't think ain't happened before. If you come to my block, there still remains blood. Cause I'm big with a flow, I'm spitting gold, I'm digging their foot, they was hot, they gain, I'm toasting bread, this piece, I make the 12 cheddars to stack and build, and make the mills, and live on hills, I can't be stopped, not by guys like you, supply my crew, studio beats and food, so who's the guy? Me, they're not feeling you, so what's your beef, cause I don't need greasy food, got my mouth down slicing and throw the blade, I got goons that I bang and reload the gate, show some rage and act like an older rage, turn your face, give me some space to breathe, I melt the cheese and spread it all over the bread, hating me just means you can lose your head, that's dead, so you better just keep the peace and be easy, I am the nasty goon, flow so hot like spicy food, and I didn't do, trying to flash with the bars, I'm coming in harder. They don't really know what I do. This kind of flow right here, it's going up there with the moon, high in the sky. So damn high, I fly in the air like you. Hey, twist, don't get twist. You will get punched in your lip. Like I said, I'm mixed, flow so big, just like my dick. Them girls better know who this is. And none of them boys ain't shit, cause I'll load the clip and click. Cause I'm from Bethnal, home of the shotters, my phones are poppers, cause I got lemon. Big tennis weighing like 1.7, stinky like it was breath in the morning, sticky like it was dumb on the floor. So one zoot, but we'll be hungry like Marvin. Got munchies, now you're starving. One zoot left a man angry. Don't come around to my bitch chatting about some big boy eaters. Have you ever licked down the door cause and had a man down on his knees? Blade to his throat saying, where's the food? Show me keys. F the weed, give me white and B, cause that's where the P's at. Bethnal E2, that's where my G's at. Animals left the one wild, oh my goon, so believe when you see me on road. You best know I got the best flow, so chill and cut. Run away man, them murk on the roads, shotting them O's, making big boy peace, so them boys can't chat shit about me. So if you want beef, let's go, cause I run the road. Last man from his forehead to his nose, peak of the noses if you want two for the nose school snare. Score off 14, no, we'll get you a 0.5 or a 1.0. Food in my bits just comes and goes, you be holding loads. Battery never lasts long on my phone, that's just normal though. One of them guys that will come with a knife on my own and leave blood stain on your clothes.
Mad. Cause you know who it is, yeah, Mike's Blade. We got everybody here. I'll take the TheGrimeRapCritic. You know what it is, Grime Cypher right now, yeah? Yo. Look. Me and music go together like 2 feet in a pod. Get wavy, get lean with the squad. I'm rapping for a reason, everything happens for a reason. They can never give me a reason to stop. I got bars to gas you up, I'm hitting the gas mark, I'm heating the spot. And now, heating the pot, easily distracted because I got the S in my head. You might think that I'm Superman cause I got the S in my chest. I'm finessing but I ain't flexing the best. I got the bitches that stretching, that she's vexed cause I bent them again. Smelling the stench from my friend, he's steaming. Didn't have to mention that she probably wouldn't have stayed. She didn't have the tension again. Bad B, I was never jumping fences and hedges without the Benson and the hedges in my pocket. I was out there, I could sense the tension in the crap is where all this crap is ending. Yo, dead on the deadness in the darkness, trying to move positive, but these negative cunts are trying to take away my HIV. If you don't get that, rewind, go back over it patiently, waiting to make a statement in the scene. Grab enough listeners, take it away and beyond and away. I'm learning the ropes at the beginner back bondage, cut situations like I was bundling. We can get it on, but I'd rather let you get on with it. Listen. Said your girl got my load, the girl got my phone number off my phone. Bars I got untold, I got bars that shouldn't be spat. I got hella lyrical B-raps. I go deep when I'm on beat and I go deep when I'm beating. I'm seeking all the things that I can, but guys wanna stop me. I do it properly, I'm defeating negativity less around. I'm quick in and out, get a job done like Bob the Builder. I'm forever young like Peter Pan. I wish I could say, I wish you could see me now, but it's not that time as I get. I'm bang on the reps, you're bang on the steads. I'm banging the girl, she gets banged against head. understand what you can't. I move manual, I'm a hybrid, you're automatic electric. I play with your thoughts, entangle your vision. Better than a lot of brothers my age, fuck a vote, well have a general decision. See, you don't wanna know about this dog on set. Dog man, killer man, grab the vet. My dad told me I don't have respect, but what I do have is the dankest meds. It's all a scam, that's what the banker said. That's what the banker does, same when you're getting 0.6 or a gram of mud from a gram of man. I love milk from a motherfucker, that's what's hot. You man, it actors, your bitch boy, actors. You get a Grammy award for acting hot. The ends are hot, let me stash this grub. Mind play games, you stop, you acting tough. I'm too far, my lane, you need catching up. Dank from Amsterdam of AB's got me acting prang. Yes, it's got me frazzled. These dogs ain't muscle, these girls they leave me baffled. Cause their head fucks, suck the head of my dick. Like you mashed up my wig, make my head bust. You man, I spastics and a star bust, but I'm the only star. Like a 9, I'm soon to bust, but I'm a 10. I said, yo, you don't know about the flow. My flow's deeper than hoes, my flow's deeper than beating hoes. I got the re to the load like yo. You don't know about the flow, my flow's deeper than hoes, my flow's deeper than beating hoes. I got the re to the load like yo. You don't know about the flow, my flow's deeper than hoes, my flow's deeper than beating hoes.
I've been ready already, are you lot ready yet? My story's a poor rage, and I'm ready to eat like it's ready bread. And I try and do good for the hell of it, even if there's a point, if you have got a point to prove, and so do you. The difference between lies and truth is the same as eyes and yous. There's no telling what I can do, I live without limits. Live with limits, ain't living, you get it? Yes you do, everyone's an exception, with the idea of perfection, with the essence of rebellion. We're going hard as a blessed one, yes I never give up. If dreams are what you did achieve, don't ever wake up. Use them premature wings, elevator, be an elevator, and celebrate love. The land's quicksand, don't ever get stuck. Sometimes the plan can get a bit much. Use your gift, do how it is when you get up the stairs. Guitar how I was, came for the down the underground in London. Real name's Kieran, nickname's Kiwii, but I'm not from New Zealand. And everything I spit's pure feeling. I love beating a beat, I know the beat needs me. You might think that I'm greasy, but I'm just too damn cheeky, and she likes too, and that's why she wants the free Kiwii. They get free Kiwii, and I've been locked up playing with these numbnuts like thumbs up. Easy, I make music, baby. Semen in a CD, and that's how I've been moving lately. Do you feel me? Like ain't the way everybody thinks I'm living this world when everybody wins, but everybody sins, and it seems like help is something everybody needs, like, but nobody gets you, and nobody gives to. You can try as hard as you like sometimes, but I know that you wanna give in to a fool. You feel small, you wanna fool, but no, I won't let you. You got a mountain of problems, well in fact it's a head full, but you got what it takes to take what it's got, you know when it hits you. It's not a matter of whether it's real or fake, 'cause it's all real simple. I remember year 10 of mice and men, pure hopes and dreams. Now I'm waking myself up out of my sleep, just having these hopeless dreams, like pushing a 220,000 ton boat upstream, non-stop pattering feet, and get distracted by cat's eyes. And what's the whole shit? Capsize. Because that right, well I am not that guy, and I ain't giving up without trying. Even remember when then child on board, but I ain't tight, search deep in the dark with a built-in flashlight. And if a shark can't spot some bites, I'm in the arse, the pain in the backside, I feel it in my heart that I'm ready for the task, so singing some damn pride.
Toxic venom that kills, I'm going on bad. I'm too cold, just chill, plus my team going on ill. Toss, you don't want that, you don't want none of this drama. My thing sound like bah, bah, bah. You better run and hide and close your eyes in the corner. My flow so on point like the tip of my borough. Take this one as a warning, my team coming in swarming, my team kicking indoors in. You should know we important, yeah I'm better than most, you're irrelevant shithead bedders on road. I ain't involved in that bullshit, no. I got flows and I keep it gully. All of my east side man get money. I'm from E2 where we get dough. I'm from Bethnal Green, not Bow. I'm from a place where you don't wanna go. Might see me but I don't see you. I'm more focused on my next show. I don't really care what you're ranting and raving about, cause I'm here trying to get dough. I'm here trying to get rocks, oh man, that just so you don't get boxed. But this DJ thing that we're doing right now, I'll pull up on your block like what? Most MCs now they don't wanna war with me, cause they know that I won't stop. I've been doing this thing since Wolfpack days, that's early when I was young. So let me make this clear, yeah anyone can get it, none of these guys compare. Yeah are there anyone then go on, you will get AIR, that's air. If you wanna talk that talk then show up. I'm explosive, watch when I blow up. I'm from the green where there ain't no grass, but you still get chopped down quick like a mower. I get money, that's word to my blower. Phone line ring ring cause they want features, phone line ring ring cause they want beats. I'm from EAS to the T, that's Bethnal E2, I represent green. Yeah I make beats, DJ and MC, Don City Radio, that's every Monday, my show, you niggas can't compete. Like, Let me tell you what we do. Pack up your shit and move. They're not hard, but they're dead on a mic. Plus bars, they ain't got that too. I'll jump on a mic and SLEW them just like Esco's crew. Real life old school G, that's me. Came at your mum backwards, that's you. Out of her backside stinking a poo. That's why nobody's rating your crew, so don't question me, bruv. Question your own damn self. Get yourself battered and bruised. Jump on the rhythm and rhythm and rhythm and rhythm. I'll jump on the rhythm and slew. Yeah, I'm an old school G from an old school era, coming in with the ones and twos. Look, I ain't gonna lie. When it's my time, I shine a bright light and laugh at you fucks. I make beats all the time, plus I write rhymes. Don't write checks, but I'm still on my grind. So when it's my time, there be cake everywhere like I worked in a bagel shop. Still caps on my line, cause there's food to block. Cause I'm still on a block, tear wrapping up lines. If you don't mind, leave me be, cause I'm doing this thing as a runaway guy. Please wait, it's cause I ain't got a lie like P. I got a big blunt, pass me a light so I can get high like steam in the sky. Won't flop, cause I got my whole team in my side, murk me blood. That'll be the dream of your life, flow so hot that you see steam on the mic. It's a cutthroat gangsters, shankers, yeah, we roll through the back street, low-key sidestep. Cause I don't wanna get caught by feds allowed with the jury will say I'm guilty and I don't wanna go down. Not long bus case, while I'm on the road now, gotta keep myself on the low now. Got a label to hold down, now it's showtime on the way guys on the roadside. Better not watch when I roll by, you're not going on sick like an old guy. Plus I got a shank that was last through both eyes. Don't hyper, you get shanked with a blunt knife. You can scream but help won't come by. That snitch talk might get your tongue cut, my bounce run, but you got no time. Look. And it's me. I thought someone else was gonna come in, I might as well carry on, man. Yeah, listen. Yo. I was in Grime since back in the day when Grime music still didn't have a name yet. Lock 29 tracksuit or Avrex. I'm from Bethnal, home of the greatest. Started straight from the bottom like the pavement. Now when my hotline blinks it's a payment. Your flow not hot, never gonna make it. My name's Minkles, so underrated. I'm from Bethnal, home of the craze. Wait, my flow call it old school crowd, cause I've been doing this since back in the day. Been doing this since youth clubs, always getting wheel ups every single time I spray. Been doing this since when I had single plats and no down hair on my face. It's Minkles. Taking it back with that like Mayfair, 129 for a pack. 2.2s was the 10s and that, so you know say that I roll the zoots are fat. Time to get the crowd all gas. Can't tell me about struggles in the end cause I grew up in the council flat. Look. And it's Migs. Miss I'm skinny like a twig, but metaphorically I'm big. You'll wish you never saw jigs, and if you look up you might see twigs. I've been a gangster since kid, and let me tell you I don't like you cause you might just call for the pigs. Look. When you see me, it's a problem. Phones out, Snapchat, this is your story. Surely I steal the light, I'm darkness. I take the piss, I'm jarring. Parring anybody that come transit. No, I'm a star boy, man, I come shining. Level so high, it can look like I'm gliding. This was made for the DJ to pull up that. Going in, I'm drinking white liquor. You might think you're hard, but I know I'm sicker. Rhyme and beat killer when we team up. Volcanoes erupt, radio sets and stages we shut down. Ain't no question who's hot now. Should I stop? Nah, never that. I take the mic with me to my bed and that.
Tell my teachers they were too fast to test him. Check one testing. You can't test my depth, you'll need a life jacket. I'm blessed by stress cause it helps my mind hack life. I hack life like a computer virus. Something from below keeps pulling me down. Great, that's something that I'm gonna be. Come for the pudding, then run when I'm done like I'm burning up calories, burning up, earning up. Up a company probably ain't heard of me, but you soon will. I'm turning over a new leaf, they got 4 legs holding it down like a table. And it's all mad when I start turning over the furniture. Look, I break rules like a bad student. I break rules on my hammerhead bar. She give me that sloppy brain, all wet like the ocean. She give me that hard head like a hammerhead shark. I'm battling forces, damaging evil energies that wanna come forth. They've been getting deported before they begun to form into their original form. Don't ignore the ignored. There's not many that can relate to my statement. Flavor, cook up quite crispy raps like favourites. I'ma keep making tunes till I made it. Behave, you can get stung like slaves in a beehive. If you C5, it automatically means that it's dangerous. Yo, I said, listen, yo. Look, said I'm armed with the bars, take charge like phones. Go hard on the graph, make sure that I'm harvesting dough. Go hard with the bars, but I'm not gonna stop till I master the flow. I passed it, I'm big like the green giant. To me, your garden gnomes. Bear man getting chucked in the bin like they were garbage. Bear kids on road and they're starving. No point starting, we're already in the same boat. Trying to find land, but we ready to part it. For starters, I'm guarding my main mill. In the garden of Eden, breathing greenness. Nothing like a headbutt, but skets and slaps. I'm aiming for a range when I want a box with Vectra. Yo, I bend my lips back as I take my last draw. Bend your bitch back and hold her from behind, she likes it hardcore. Come with the bars that'll make you dance more. Come with the wordplay from early, I had hurt head from early, I had burnt bread. Used to be a little bit nervous when it comes to jerking, but now it's calm, I couldn't give a shit, I'm already wavy, I don't need no drink. We's what they purchase, have the cat purring, lead off my dick. Grrr. You're telling tales like 3 dogs, I'm doing spells with mind power and believe to bring peace like God when they crucified Jesus. I'm due to die laughing, smiling, I'm due to die with a happy feeling. testing. So tell my teachers never too fast at testing. Check one testing. You can't test my depth, you need a life jacket. I'm blessed by stress because it helps my mind hack life. I hack life like a computer virus. Yo, when I said, sit beats that I'm rapping on, see me, I'm screaming, fuck the Babylon, you can get battered on, and I'm rolling with the atom bomb, and I let it go, explode till your back is gone. Man, them thinking they're bad, I'm gonna come through with a dagger, sever his bladder, now man's pissing out blood, devilish laugh when I'm piffing on bud, getting is hard, mentally scarred, that's why I'm thinking they're giving it up. Don't take me for a mug, I'm blatantly fucked, cause I've been blazing a skunk, and they're trying to make me stop, but I still filter roll like I don't like being a burn with roaches, get that or you'll get ghosted, posted. Look, I'm living in different worlds. Fuck with the same man but different girls. Flipping hell, do another Magnus but I don't wanna be pissed in jail. Best believe we'll meet the feet, the reaper seeks the weaker me. But that's not possible, you must be bananas. But this ain't tropical, best believe it's peak when I drop it. Leaving speeches like a geek getting told off in a head teacher's office. Bars are so deep, I leave it 6 feet deep in a coffin. No need to speak, I'm easy, I'm rotting the underground, that's where we are going. Listen, and you can get bottled like water, deader than buried. Go for the metal machete, it's no torture. If it's on them, I'm Maggie might border on your border. American Mexican order on some entrepreneur stuff. Friday night with the lads, pipping it mad, sipping the heart. And if beef kicks off, best know that we're picking at shanks or licking that bang till man gets laid out on the floor bleeding like he's a newborn kid of a tramp. Seriously, man, times are hard. Always been ill at spitting, I'm a Liverpool Dan. Get a bitch hair all the way round like I'm a pivotal fan. I'll pivot you bang. Your girl's clit so big that she has to wank her pussy. You can get shanked with a dully. You wouldn't harm a fly, you're a harmless guy. I'll disarm the knife with some ninja skills. You get injured or killed. Then stop thinking it ill, you're not real. Listen. As I inhale and blaze away, I release all of my darkest thoughts. I can blow it all out of proportion, but I'll come like the calm before the storm. I'll plant bars on set, you'll be shaking more than the arm and the leg. I'll be breaking more than the leg, more than the leg. Look, he made notes but he didn't get paid. My man there's on a journalist wave. I'm getting rid of any burdens, then I burn them away. You'll get stung like rays, cause you're weak like 7 days and you're fake like mates. I put the work in, but I'm not a slave, it's M.I.K. In this rap race about to relay on stage, I lay down levels with a DJ. Beat together like freeway, easily. School went hard, I got an easy E. I was eating drunk, now I'm eating beats, but not like beating eat. Spit bars on the bin and then I wipe it clean. Not gonna stop till I'm in an icy freeze. Cops wanna stop. Icy 1, 2 and icy 3. Icy 1, 2 and icy 3. I ski on the rhythm with this icy beat. Fuck a prostitute, that reminds me of a pricey instrumental. That's a pricey beat. She don't like me, then that's her perception. Change the way that you perceive. I will not be a slave to the system. Get you little rich men with a sixth sense. I got a sixth sense coming from my incense. Flip the script, you got any lines? Read it between them, you must have missed them. My girl's yellow and hot like English mustard.
Got this blocks when I drop and then I, whoops, have you got it? If the guy in the mic ain't cutting it, run up on the stage and give him a drop kick in this top lip. Now I've got it, greened up like a goblin, grab the closest tree trunk or the Santa's grotto and start trolling. No, I'm sorry kids, I got presents but nah, to give you a little garbage, it's obvious I relocated my mind. Lost it again, it's probably somewhere in a forest next to some soil, bitch, I'm so not worried. So I go on a trip, I trip, the night trip, cause I'm sick, the world shakes when I skip. I've been waiting for a night like this, I get everybody gasp when I let one rip, like everybody better hold your breath if you don't do that. That's your death and it will be brass if you don't make it. Gas attack with the attach, your limbs and blow back your fringe, make your cat go. It's a fact, your he was like mangoes in. It's a matter of will and power. Doesn't really matter cause I'm still that shower. Lyrical count, my bars will add up. When the Japanese simply get smacked up and I don't even stack P. But negative is still my talent. It's crazy cause I got more green than my flag dust. Facts cuss, they wish they could be green like me. Nah, they just green with envy me. I am green with plenty, I'm writing bars, my head's all empty. Friends say I should get hedged like Heskey. If England needed 11, I would be the #1 entry. Cause the flow's cold like a snowman. Yeah man need to get with the program. Cause you don't know how I roll fam. We can swing swords like Conan. I try to stay mellow like a slow jam. You live in a fantasy world. Probably think that Pat's your postman. But I ain't sending bars, I'm getting hitting large fast. Like let me flow again, let me go again. Boy better know that we're going in cause it's getting late. Something like flow a tree and if it's gonna take the scene, just know it's me. I'm not doing this thing just for them to notice me. I'ma hold the scene, qualified to my own degree. So I definitely float in the sea when I get my boat on the screen. Like they won't turn me over. So just remember I told ya, I'm N16's Grime soldier, ready to bear weight on these shoulders. I write bars, my ones and my loner, similar to Homer. How many times am I tell these donuts?
Not really none of my business. Little small fat man, I run big shit. So don't mention my name in the wrong damn way. I'll done a man's dance in an instant. So don't take man for you, infants. Flavor smoke, no incense. OG cushion a blue slims. I'll bill it and light it, smoke it, pass it, just so we all get high. I'll slap a man's face if he try to act up. I'm calm, but I will get hyped. Right now, like there's no next time. That's why I have to blow this time. You know I'm on a different level to them. I said there's problems when I'm on the mic. Look. Different vibe. Them boys know when I come to you straight with a big boy flow, you can see me here on the roads in the sunlight trying to do big boy shows, but them guys don't really know. I'm from an old school era from back in the day, but them guys won't even know. Listen, Kiwii Cypher, all of that, all of that. Tell a man one, tell a man they don't want none. Old school hot cone, tell a man wicked at bun. So why would you risk it, son? Had a man down on his knees all screaming mum. Just know that I ripped this one. Shank will just dip, dip, dip like a tea and a biscuit lunch. You with this cunt? Know you're scared, prick, go and then run. Cause if I have to tell a man twice, won't be nice. I can get cold like Scotland's ass. I'm on a grease ting like chip shop fries. Who is this guy? He's so scared to rinse this guy. Yo. So you know, say I have to go in this time. Yeah, I'll take a piss. Big kitchen whipping, call it cooking. Send the email if you need to book him. Roy Jones with a killer hooking. Got them looking at me like I'm funny looking. Whoever's saying 9 top 5, then they're chatting arse that I'm thinky popping. So I found that bitch niggas need a handbag. Hating when they see me doing well, I really just don't understand that. Cause success, I didn't plan that. I worked for it, even did a little dirt for it. Beats man, a verse for it. Killer season, watch me murder it. Cause it's Miggy Miggy, I'm a new breed. Legendary, call me Bruce Lee. Couple poems on the YouTube. Ain't a lot, only a few views. I'm taking over shit like real soon. Psychic powers, call it Mewtwo. Through the airwaves, I call it Bluetooth. See them silly hating Fruit Loops. All them sweet boys, diabetes. Try your hardest, you will never beat me. Lemon nuggets, you will never see these. Fat Zubies got me high as can be. Wait a second, this is me in my element. I just don't get why they're hating on me. At the same time, they be waiting on me. Cause they know that in time I'll be raking in peas. Yeah, I hold it down. I ain't gotta try and act hard. Releasing stress like a back rub. Apples drying in my backyard. Means that my family won't starve. Mother Nature looking out for me. Many haters out there doubting me. Middle finger, let it flex on them. I ain't even trying to stress on them. I ain't even getting vexed. There's many goals that I need to score. Many shows, yeah, I need a tour. System wants to keep me on the floor. I can never follow silly laws. Government, police, judges, all of that. Terrorism at its top form. That's the reason why I don't conform. Freedom fighters fighting for a cause. The media is trying to shut us down. Armed police are trying to gun us down. Reckless children out there running round. Shot in green, yellow, white and brown. Can't blame them, gotta pay the bills. They're segregating us with no chill. Savages is what it really is. Pure hate is what they really feel. Can't you just tell why the system is separating our communities? They're trying to break up my family. Trying to take away my sanity. This is gonna cause some anarchy. Blind people getting mad at me. Need I remind you don't sleep on me. All these rappers counting sheep on me. Mental Miggy, I'm a crazy dude. I know you don't wanna beef with me. You can end up just like Easy E. Me and my team, we don't need to speak. My life is a Hakuna Matata. No worries, Hakuna Matata.
Stopping me rapping's like trying to stop boxers from when I punch. You can get boxed or drip for a box of good stuff. That's a food fight like from on your lunch. I'm not saying hello or rowing a boat when I'm waving. It's wavy. Speedboat wave it, losing it's all like my food. I pick it up like a dude on a phone. I'm usually stoned. I'm doing it myself, Mike Blaze, aka Barbarian. Yo, when I coming like how I live in that when I shut shit down, say blow. Coming like how, yeah. Stopping me rapping's like trying to stop boxers throwing a punch. You can get boxed or shoot for a box of good stuff. That's a food fight like throwing your lunch. I'm not saying hello or rowing a boat when I'm waving. It's wavy. Speedboat wave it moves and it's all like my food. I pick it up like a dude on the phone. I'm usually stoned. This usually damaging my head, making me lazy and slow. Now I need to make changes cause it's old. I need a clear head. I've been depressed and stressed, but that's only when your brain's in the zone. You can easily change the state of your own by the way that they flow. Look. When I'm my car, when I rhyme, when I'm my it's fire. Keeping control like a super biker. I've been ripping on the engine like a R6 bike. And you know me, I don't talk shit, so I don't need no lyrical diaper. Freestyle with no mic in my hand, and it's coming down, man, it's Mike. Under the bridge, man, don't ever go under with this. When I go down, down, under with this, that's the girl, she's going down, down with the lips. Man, go down, down with the sound, and it's sounding sick. I don't give a shit what you're thinking, cause this is piss. Easy to me, easy peasy. I make P and then I have to flee. I have to flee when I'm back on beat. Back on track, bring it back with me. You can't go back to back when I'm rapping G, cause man will have to quickly smack a MC. It's M-I-C, or it's M-I-K-E-E to the E to the E to the Z, no Z. I'm not American, man, I'm an animal like I came from a zoo. And I'd rather be out in nature, building and planting seeds, or trying to plant my seed in no beanie. Make lips cover head like a beanie. Nah, I don't wish everyone thought like me, cause then everyone would be too free. Never minor, I go deep, I'm a minor. Give a girl a 69, I'm all about letters and numbers, and she can stay the night, she wants a slumber party. Who am I to stop the fun? I run for lots of dodge them, go in the bookies and it all gets spun. Don't play with the rules cause you'll get done. Don't roll with fools, that's what you become. Like fuck you and now you're numb. Like fuck me and now I'm numb. Smoke so much weed I must have iron lungs, but not an iron brain cause I am dumb. I got lyrics and stuff that'll blow your mind, just like the lyrics I'm spitting on rhythms and dubs. It's iller like skunk, I'll be in it like hands in gloves. I get hands on when I'm handling stuff, but a bit nuts cause of the dank I bun. And the pain, I can't forget that. Course I can't forget, it's stuck in the back of my head. If my don't get smacked in the back of the head, why when I run away, I'd rather back him instead. Fuck the system and people who try to uphold these corrupt laws and ways of living, so I never chat to the Fed. Or they take the piss when I'm chatting to them by not being rude, but being an extremely nice guy, even though I am. See, I ain't got no dogs to back me up, just couple real friends that will slap it off. If you smack me up, that's 1-0 to you. Gotta get my own back and dap you up, but I'm too faded, I can't even dap you up. Dank straight out of the baggy goose in my cut, so I drank it up. Dank it up when I'm smoking bud. I'm too high, you need catching up. I'm too high like Big Nasty. Hello, hi, goodbye, I'm off. You man are all wankers jacking off. I said the D&B grime hip hop and a bit of that house that's jacking for his laptop. If he keeps amping up online, come out your yard, start stacking up. I swear down, I've had enough. I'm gonna make I go the way that I want. I ain't gonna pray to above. I'm gonna have faith and belief in myself. Get back the love, get back the trust. Right on the trap in which they're holding us. Right on the trap in which they're molding us. Hocus pocus, take out the one, start waving it. Creating magic on a song with the words that I roll off my tongue. Step to the booth and I say what I like and I do what I wanna do. Part of the green or part of the blue, I'll twist and turn like Tyson's, but yeah, I'm off that I choose. I step to the booth and I say what I like and I do what I wanna do. Step to the booth and I say what I like and I step to the booth and I say. And I step to the booth and I say what I like and I do what I wanna do. Part of the green or part of the blue, I'll twist and turn like Tyson's, but yeah, I'm off that I choose. I come with a wickedest game man flow. So I step to the rave and your girl says me. Step to the rave and your girl says me. Step to the rave and your girl says me. It's a 10 out of 10. Everything blessed. Jump to the mic and I will just lose blood. I ain't taking no L's every time that grab that mic. I just show and I'm part of the green. I'm part of the circle, part of the green, and block like I just show. Jump to the mic and I show like always been an upfront, always been an upfront, always been an upfront. Never been a right back, stayed in one lane, but I never been sidetracked trying to put my city on a map team green. And just cause I got curly hair don't mean I'm a wayward. I'll still take your chip, piss in the grave. Dickhead you while you're hyping, dickhead you, but I'm strong like a Viking, heart of a lion, strong like a Viking, heart of a lion, strong like a Viking. Go on and check my wave, and I swear that I'll look up by man, literally sky man, leaving on the sky like planes. Bet you thought I was gonna say first. Chat you get bang no bust my chat you get bang no bust my chat you get bang no bust my sitting on my block one day and I thought to myself I wanna be a bad boy MC. Show these man that the levels I know and the levels I got, cause I chat you get bang get your weak bums, cause I started from early. Running like Jordan into my 30s. When you in a third degree you ain't murking me. I'm a 30G, so stop it. Whoa, I don't feel your vibe in your music. I got one bangers that will bang your chick bar. Keep your ex man moving it also, keeping it local, keeping it low like an Eskimo. Don't give a shit cause I murder the scene, cause you're queen to the tremble, I'm queen to the tremble, you're queen to the flop, cause I murder man, C to the E. Guy will send you back home like E.T. Couple G's thought they could hurt this guy. Couple G's thought they could give him the left to right. When I put him in his arms with a fold and a drink with a right hand. Pissed when the government laughing. Come on like a rider with spawn. Too many fake rappers like yo. It's too many fake rappers that all garbage. Can't stand a fake friend, treating like my enemies. Couple minds don't like me, cause of jealousy. Don't give a shit cause I murder my scene. And I green to the tremble, you're green to the flop. White guy murders the scene, oh yeah. Part of the green, I'm part of the green. And big man ting, oh yeah, that's part of the green. Part of the green. Big man ting, I'm part of the green. Couldn't give a shit about any other MC. Hold tight all the man, them in the green. Part of the green, part of the green. Big man ting, I'm part of the green. Couldn't give a shit about any other MC. Hold tight all the man, them in the green.
Back in the day, all my shit was sounding the same. Now time has passed. Flows and flames, plus the beats got me starting to throw strings and I ain't changed. Still playing the same game, ain't changed the game. Still playing the same like wow. I incorporate styles that will of course force a great smile. Got hobos, it's for when they change round. Skanking out on the rain and grey clouds. I levitate man off the ground. Still won't set man a pound. Just come, just spit my shit. Kick a style like Kung Lao. Then MCs can't test this. Chosen's best and got a tongue like Kung Pao. If they do, it's a red Indian gritting like how. oncologist. I've been studying shells and I've had a look around, and as far as I can tell, these men don't study so well. I put my head in a book, left and hotting up, barefoot running through hell in the deepest depths. Non-stop mic checks to confront the devil himself. I go, fuck boy, don't worry, I'ma keep sending you bodies and tea, get used to the smell. And I've heard your stories, and there's something loose in their tone. I can never bring a promise, I seek solace. So if you want it, you can join them as well. I make snakes start eating themselves, cause that's just more food on the scales. It's become a blood clot game with a scrape to say I won't fuck up this space, I ain't playing. Say I won't ruin these beats, mark blood clot beats. I ain't giving you peace, try and chuck it. It's not a thing when I fly at the wind. You're some leak from the breeze, I'm a guy in the streets that has eyes from the east, ready to slice some lost. Knife in a piece that I'm tired of these little blood clot cheese. Some severs of bars that go hard to there's blood in my teeth, and nobody's gonna like me, you don't want it. Stop on honesty, G, I'm a gladiator standing Colosseum, I got the sword in the sheath. Ready to go fork in the beef chat shit. You better not be talking to me because war with me is an unfortunate scene. Fuck that, I'm a rude kid. I go studio, slap the before I record anything. Of course I'm a king, course for the win. Poisonous, let the runner run its course in the skinny, not ready. Kill off the MC after weeks of torturing him, I'm forever getting better. Never miss a letter, will hang man and watch blood pouring and sing. Taking my part in accordance, tear body parts limb by limb. I was born for this thing, I said to eradicate flesh. Move the core from his spleen, take out his brain, see what's in his mind. Niggas nothing like mine, four thoughts in the bin, I'm a Hannibal. Collecting bodies, my more D's, more corpses in and fuck your bitch, slums get fucked, so torch in the spit. Well, I'm a freak, I'm all for it. I'm going all them balls in the chin. Hashtag match that saw in the clip. Once it gets from like the chord in a string, hit and repeat, she have to walk with the lip now. Make me a sandwich and pour me a drink. Young, black and gifted with sickness. I'm all that and a portion of chips. Raucous, I make man feel nauseous. Simply because they are not on my wave. Go ahead, get lit, I make a light go dim. Nobody's in the form that I'm in. Go ahead, you can run your lip and I'll make sure that you torture the fist. I move the sword from the stone. You don't wanna get caught in a swing. I'll leave your chest blown, flesh showing, neck slit, head low, exposed. Just never scoring the death toll. Leave holes in clothes, and that's retro. Slice off your right pinky. Now try staying in your 10 toes.
Yo. Going on ugly, downright horrible. MC Hammer on the mic, can't touch this cause I'm unstoppable. I got the game on lock and the chain that I've got on this game's unproppable. You met me, that can never be probable. You better than me, impossible. I'm just phenomenal. Here with the style that I've got. The girl sees me, she's a probable girl that I treat like an animal. That's just downright sickening. You're not bigger than MIG's XP. I'm leveling just like a bomb. I'll detonate, exterminate any boy that thinks he's threatening. Don't ever try come test my intelligence.
Ciao, hola, wagwan high. Bye bye if you talk wise. MIK to the E is my. Don't forget the Z is vital when I rhyme. It's not no Z. You're better than me. Oh bro, please, my lyrics are so deep we drop and never again be seen. I live a life before 10 BC. Don't envy, enviously. Oh, empty 10 sheets worth of heat. It gets real peak when I'm high, but it don't help me balance the lows. Got me thinking mad thoughts like who's next to go. Same time I'm blessed with every token. This music thing I'm soon to get heavily involved. I'm heavily evolved. Getting on the beat and renegade MCs that are thinking they're pro. Fast taking to next steps like quicksand, and I think it's sinking below. I'm rinsing my lyrical big tin, imprinting and skimming my lyrics. I don't think that's what you was thinking. My bars are sicker than binge drinkers. I'm feeling fucked up with binge drinking. Split smoking's making a significant difference. Yo, in good and bad ways. It calmed me down, same time it made my temper short. I ran this, got me thinking mad thoughts that will stem from wise on my mind, but same time it's mental torture. Look, I need to put an end to all this bullshit. I'm not a fool, but it's got me fooling. Said I'm back, but I never been gone. Better man talking like they never been wrong. I think you need to calm down, take some ketamine. I'm trying to get letters and I'm trying to get wrong. Madman in disguise, black bags under my eyes. I got bags like brands and brands like the national. Watch where your P is. Them dons might get at you. Twitter a guy in real life, they'll follow them and at you. And this is factual, not at you. Actually relaying on the back chat. Listen, yo, I'm living like everyone's out to get me. I cry sometimes, you won't see no tears. Lyrics full of pain is all you'll hear. When I was 8, I knew that death was near. Is that why I'm living in fear? No, never that. The fear makes you stronger, the pain makes you stronger. God's crafting and carving me with care. Going like flowers in the garden. Give a gal wood in the woods, it's the big bad bear taking all your honeys. You should've said at home, should've left her there. Got her in doggy, pulling her ponytail when she left her hair. Those I got skills that are quite rare. Come right in the guest star, got skills and they're quite rare.
Hi to an MC, dead. Hi to the white guy, dead. Hi to the CEESIOVER, that's dead. Hi to the white guy, dead. Hi to the CEESIOVER, that's dead. Trying to make a dream, but I'm making it lost. If I aim for the long neck, I aim for your dog. So big up the Kiwii just for the bar. Don't give a shit, cause I'll light up your clock. White boy with a dark heart, and I swear that I'm black like a solar eclipse. Cause a man with a cat don't feel it. Disbelieving, but I'm using my mind, but my aim is achievement. So I'm starting from the bottom, I shot, I didn't grieve it. Don't give a shit, cause I ride on the river so calm and natural.
Take your chip for the one night stand and I swear that sucks on the Dragon Ball. And I don't give a shit cause I ride on the rhythm, I ride on the wave. Don't give a shit cause I white wear with a dark heart and I swear that I'm doing it like the Cravers. I'm out here, you're not about it. Pull up your chances, please just allow it. Some MVQ road man, you can't come to the C to the E. Can't come to the circle like that. Can't come to the green bar like that. But I murder man sing cause I dream to the crib. I'll murder man sing dream to the top cause I murder any guy. Murder the rhythm when I murk and I trap this calm. Dickhead you cause I do this thing with the lyrics like Skeppy with the right hand in the palm. Don't give a shit cause I'm making it hard. Spit your 16 like up your claw. Don't give a shit cause I murder man scene and I murder man's lyrics cause I ride on the rhythm. So you when I come against I dickhead you when I gave him the left hook right. Put him on his arse and I put him in the floor like fuck that fact that you man are actors, no fake, no mannequin. Skywalker flow but I roll with an Anakin. I draw your girl but I swear you're panicking. Old school grind like yo, old school grind like artillery. When I walk a bar like Izzy like but I don't need the cat no persona. Youngest YG but I'm murking me older. Skip on the rhythm I'm out of control cause whoa, just cause I got curly hair like yo, just cause I got curly hair don't mean I'm a swing boy. I'll still take your chip piss in your grave. Ride on the rhythm so calm. Dickhead you when I'm murking stones. Do the thing I'm murking it calm.